Hello, and welcome to the Chicago School of Professional Psychology's weekly wellness break. Self-care is always important for maintaining our health and wellness and can be a way to connect with your community. During these unprecedented times, self-care is more important than ever. To that end, our outstanding faculty are sharing their expertise with you via these weekly wellness breaks outside of the classroom. Today, we have Dr. Ed Sheeran from our DC campus, where he is a professor in the clinical psychology program. Dr. Sheeran earned his PhD at the University of Washington under the tutelage of Dr. Marsha Linehan, the developer of dialectical behavior therapy. DBT was one of the first psychotherapies to integrate mindfulness as an essential part of treatment. In addition to his professional use of mindfulness, Dr. Sheeran has ongoing involvement in other areas of its use, ranging from Zen retreats to wilderness experiences to supervising student research on the topic. He is a licensed psychologist in Maryland and New York, and his professional pursuits include advocacy work on professional and social justice issues. Please join us while Dr. Ed Sheeran teaches us about mindfulness for stress reduction.
Welcome everyone who's here. I put up a background behind me, which for me is actually my core mindfulness saying. This is a lake in the Sierra Nevada mountain that I've sat in mindfulness sessions before. None of us can, on a daily basis, quite make it to someplace so ideal like this. So this is one of the things that works in lieu of that. In terms of dealing with the adversity we have in our environments and the stress and strain of our daily lives. I'm going to give you probably about a 10-minute run through this. This is kind of a mental version of progressive muscle relaxation. It's not that at all, but it actually probably has the greatest similarity to that. And it can be used in mini doses in the sense of we'll take about close to 10 minutes to do it, but you can take 10 seconds and do it too, just very rapidly and focus on it and then move on. And I recommend that you work these kinds of things into your day so that you're not ratcheting up higher and higher. And when you do have time for something longer and need it, do it. But this is much more effective in incremental doses. At any rate, to get started, get yourself comfortable. You can have your eyes open or closed for this. This actually probably works a little bit better with your eyes closed, but it's up to you in terms of preference, which you would rather do. And it'll involve some breathing. And if you have trouble breathing, if breathing deeply makes you more anxious or something like that, then try breathing very shallowly. Ways of working around that, because breath is probably the primary mode here. And I know some people can react adversely to it. Anyway, seated in a chair, which would be normal for our Western society. If you're on the floor, that's perfectly fine. It's a very old meditation tradition that most of us, unless we started at 3 years of age, can't do that. If you're in a chair, put your feet firmly on the floor. Get yourself more or less erect. And then start focusing as I guide you. And I will mostly guide you through this with a little bit of quieter time right towards the end. Imagine kind of a warm, soft light that reaches down and touches the top of your head. Pay attention to your scalp and to your face, to your eyebrows and your forehead. Imagine this warm light there. And just breathe. And whatever you notice, just breathe with it. If it's a bit of tension held in your forehead, just breathe through it. Just note that it's there and try to breathe and try to let go. Don't try to do anything else with it though, just flow with it. Imagine this light floating on down to your nose and your mouth and your jaw, where we often hold a lot of tension. Pay attention to that. And as you breathe and feel the air move through your nose and your mouth, see if you can just let go. Just let it flow. if you're not holding back or up or down with it. Bring your attention on down to your neck, which is where, if you read or study a lot, you often hold a great deal of tension. Try to get your head just sort of balanced on the top of your shoulders and your spine without your straining forward or backwards or sideways to hold it one place or another. Just breathe and pay attention to your shoulders, another area that we really tend to creep up, push them towards our ears as we hold ourselves in. Pull them back down. Use it as part of sort of squaring up your posture. And breathe. Just feel the air go down through your mouth and throat. And as you breathe out, out again. And see if you can carry whatever tension you were feeling along with that. But don't work at trying to do that. Just let it flow. Working would probably undo everything. Bring your attention on down to your chest and your stomach, the seat of so much of what we feel. And just let the air flow in and out, gently or deeply, whichever works better for you. Whatever you notice, just let it be, let it flow away. Bring your arms and your hands into this picture. Make sure you're not clenching anything there. If you have armrests on your chair, let them really relax. If not, just let them really fold into your lap. Just keep breathing, the upper half of your body. Just imagine this kind of a soft column of air coming and going, carrying away all that you've been holding on to there. Whatever feelings you have, and this is a time period of so many feelings, see if you can just flow with it. Not try to push it anywhere or do anything with it, but just flow with it and breathe with it. And just let it be, and ultimately it will flow away. Bring your attention on down to your hips and your upper thighs. Again, an area where we can hold tension. Just let your chair and the floor and your bone structure support you. Stop holding yourself up. Breathe. Just feel the core of you becoming more relaxed. And pay attention to the whole core, revisiting the face, your shoulders, your stomach, as you're focusing on your legs. Bring your attention on down to your lower legs, to your calves, and into your feet and toes, where we often clench things. Again, let the floor hold you up. It can do that. Just breathe so that you're one soft column of air, coming and going, flowing with the moment, not resisting, not fighting whatever's going on, not trying to push it away, just being part of it and letting it go at the same time. Returning to that light, which is now down to your toes. Imagine it sort of widens until your whole body's encompassed in it, from the top of your head to your toes. You're just softly held with your breath. And although many things may be going on elsewhere, this is your moment just to be. Just keep your attention wandering back and forth. You may notice, oh, I didn't notice that before, or my shoulders are back up again, or my hands are tight again, or my toes are gripping. And just let go. And see that you can just be perfectly aligned and balanced so that the chair is holding you and the floor is holding you. And you're just suspended for one moment in time. We're going to be quiet for just a minute before I'll end this. So just to let you sink into this. So just as I'm quiet, keep the focus on your breath. Keep the focus just flowing through up and down your body, letting go and flowing. Just breathe with it. And again, I'll be quiet for a moment. Gradually bring yourself back up. Bring your attention back to the current moment and your current place. Just take a few more breaths to let go of where you are. And remember, you can step back into this with just a breath and then go on about your day. The longer you take your course, the more you'll get. But it's almost like walking into a cool room for a second and then continuing on your way. Be kind to yourself. And take time to be kind to yourself like this. Open your eyes if you're close, and then we'll come back to the current moment in the exercise. Okay, that's it, folks.
Thank you for joining us today for the Chicago School of Professional Psychology Weekly Wellness Break. And thank you to Dr. Sheeran for sharing your expertise. You will be able to find today's wellness break on YouTube and all of the Chicago School of Professional Psychology's social media sites. Please share with friends, family, and those in your social network who may benefit from these resources. Next week, Dr. Claudia Shields from our Los Angeles campus will present strategies for living with challenges one moment at a time. Until next time, stay well and know we are here to support you.